What's up guys, Thork here with another video, and today we're looking at the Dual Curse Frenzy Barb. There's a few pathways you can take to proc your curses. I did a lot of testing, and this is what I found to be the best. And it's not exactly what you think would be the best. I'll do an update with another set of gear, and see if it's maybe worse or better than this. Again, I was actually turned on to this idea by Luna. This is an incredibly strong mapper, and you can expect to get most of your maps done in sub 10 minutes, even the really thick rare maps. It's not only incredibly good with density, but it's also really good at taking out the bosses. I'll show you guys the Cow Queen kill here on this map. This is one of the rare moments that you actually see both of the curses proc at the same time. The percent on the Doombringer is only 8% for the weaken, and then Amp procs a lot more because I'm using Lacerator. I tested a lot of weapon combos for this, and I really think this is the best route I could find for the moment. What I would like to try is crafting a more powerful weapon for the Amp proc, so that the second hand weapon isn't as low as it is, because with the primary weapon right now I'm dealing about 18k, and then with the Lacerator it's only like 7 or 8. So this thing is kind of a glass cannon, especially, like, I'm not running that much PDR, but I'll show you guys the gear. We have Soul Drainers. These are just clean. I mean, it's unpluggy, and I'm just testing to see if it works, so we don't need to go too crazy here. A Doombringer with 3 ohms. So if this wasn't this strong, it would be fine. And then we have a Lacerator, non-ethereal. I know there's other options we could use here, but the high percent chance of the proc is super important. You just don't want to get stuck on a Fizz Immune and just have to wait for it to proc, right? So I'm using a High Lords. Attack speed's pretty important. Deadly Strike is nice. Another route you could take is using Atmas here to proc the Amp and going with a stronger weapon. I did that with a Death Cleaver and Atmas, and I found this setup to be much faster. Raker's Virtue. This is what makes this possible. You can apply an additional curse, plus it has +5 to double swing and frenzy, which are my 2 main skills. So Doombringer, Lacerator, I was so surprised at how strong these are together. These together are extremely fast in T3 maps. Fortitude, as per usual, because we're making a glass cannon here. Wisp Projector for the How. Nosferatu's Coil. This is also for attack speed, lifesteal, and deadly strike. If you want a little more safety, you could do a String of Ears or Verdungos here. Ravenfrost, mostly for CBF, but the attack rating and dexterity is nice as well. Cold Absorb. And War Traps, that is also for damage. Now this is an expensive character that we have here, so to get to this point it's going to cost a lot of rune. Mostly because of the charms. Oh, that was a testing charm because I was too lazy to respec. 20 life, 5 all rest charms across the top, some FHR as well. Torch Nanny, and then 10 45 lifers across the bottom, so that's extremely expensive. And these aren't actually that expensive. We have 2 Grandfathers, +5s. I already have these on live server. They were pretty cheap actually, surprisingly. Now we will look at my Merc. We're using a Pride and Templar's Might. This is for concentration and might. And then we have a Blessed Aim Merc. So it's really about the attack rating. You could go for a Defiance Merc if you want a little more defense in PDR, but he's using Drax, String of Ears, Gore Riders. I would rather him have War Traps, to be honest. And Andy's Visage. For your skills, you're going to max out Double Swing and Frenzy. You're not going to put any points into stun because you need to have General Mastery maxed out. This is more important than stun because not only does it give you more damage, but you get that critical strike for free, right? I put 1 point into combat reflexes, 1 point into Iron Skin, 1 point into increased speed, and 1 point into natural resistance. Then for War Cries, I just maxed out Battle Command, and 1 point into this just in case my Amp doesn't break the Fizz Immune. And find item. Little overcapped on res. Got a little bit of curse reduction going on. IS is at 80, but when we use Frenzy, it definitely goes over the last breakpoint for double swing. 20 FCR, which is pretty nice for all the War Cries. And pretty low on the FHR, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. 18 Life Leech, 32 Deadly Strike, 10 Mana Leech. So the Frenzy damage is at 16k for the Doombringer and almost at 8k for the Decapitator. And when we're using double swing, it's at 17 and 8. 75 all res with 79 in lightning, and whatever I didn't have to use in strength, I dumped into vitality. So as you can see, the pros to this build are that it's extremely fast and extremely easy to play. You stack your frenzy, you can see down on the bottom left. the meter filling up. So I like to get that all the way up. There we go. You get increased run walk and attack speed from that. Then you switch to double swing as your main attack. And it just shreds. There's a weaken proc. And like I was saying before, it's pretty rare to get both proccing together because you're actually killing everything so fast. But you see it the most on bosses, like we saw in the Cow Queen. If you guys have any other suggestions for the amp weapon other than a craft, let me know in the comments below. Wonder if that's a Talami. Is not. What I'm interested to see is how fast the Diablo kill is. One thing I would like to also note is that having an Enigma, although I would lose a lot of my own damage, would be nice because I could get my Merc right on top of whatever mob or monster I'm trying to kill. Right, so there's Amp. Yeah, Weaken didn't even get to proc. But that's fine. Still incredibly powerful. Alright, if you made it this far, guys, thank you so much. Please like the video and please subscribe if you want more build videos for Season 6 Project Diablo 2. I'm gonna try to do a video a day, but more than likely it'll be a video every 2 days. Thanks for watching.